Thank you for joining us today. We are making some githeri with peas. That is, I will use some boiled maize, green maize, which I've prepared and stored in the fridge, and some boiled green peas, a small amount of them. And then I will also use some butternut squash, which I had boiled and stored. And then I also have some fresh diced potatoes that I'm also use to while making this githeri. So in my pot, I've already added onions and some ginger and ginger powder and garlic, fresh garlic, and then I have added courgette, eggplants, and here I was adding in the carrots. So I like this size of the vegetables so that they don't get lost in the githeri stew. Then I'm going to add some potatoes that I have prepared in my mini food processor or food chopper. You can still cut them into small pieces and add them, and then I'm going to stir that in for and let it simmer for a few seconds. And then to this, now I'm going to add the diced potatoes, as you can see, and stir them in as well. Then I'll add some grated grated beetroot, which gives the food a nice reddish color. So I've created that and I'm just adding it in. You'll see when the stew starts simmering, you'll see the nice reddish color coming out so well. Then to this now, what is remaining is to stir them in. Then I'm going to add some salt to taste and then some water or beef stock if you have that. Then I let it simmer for a few minutes. So here I'm stirring in the ingredients so that they are well incorporated. And then I'm going to add some salt and then some water for it to cook. So here I prefer using Himalayan salt for its benefits. I've shared previously in another video. And then I'm going to add my water and let this simmer for a few minutes. Tell me if you prefer to use lots of vegetables when you're making your githeri or you just like to have it with onion and tomatoes. In the comment section below. For us, we prefer having it with a lot of veggies so that it is well bulked up and it's also easier for the baby to eat because even if he doesn't eat everything, he can eat the potatoes and vegetables, maybe a few beans. So I'm covering it here and leaving it to simmer on medium heat. So my stew has been um, it's been simmering for a few minutes, and I just checked the potatoes, and I can mash through them, which means they are ready. So what I'm going to do now is to add my butternut. I boiled them with the skin on, so I'm just going to cut them into a little bit smaller pieces and just put them in there. I'll just do a few. The intention was to make butternut soup when I was boiling them, but I haven't had the chance to make the butternut soup, so I will add them to this recipe. So those are enough, and then now I put in my githeri, the boiled maize. I'll do half of it. There, and then the peas. Then I'll add a little bit of water, stir them in, and give it an extra 2 or 3 minutes for those two the ingredients that I have added in last to warm up. That's the maize, the peas, and the butternut You can see the soup has a nice red color from the beetroot. So yeah, so one last thing I wanted to add, which is quite late in the recipe, but I wanted to put in some paprika because I don't want to do very many spices for this githeri, but I like paprika. So there, a flat tablespoon of paprika. And then yeah, that's it. Now I put it on high heat so that it can cook or heat up faster. I add in just a little bit more water so that the stew has some soupish. There, I won't add so much. Don't come at me and water the gadufu. Just a little, and then now I'll cover it to simmer for 5 more minutes. Yep. Alright, so my food has been simmering for quite a few minutes, and now it's time to finish or wrap it up. For that, I'm going to add coriander leaves that I have chopped, and yeah, I'll serve it. I did another go at guacamole or avocado salad. So yeah, I'll turn the heat down on this one now, and let's let the leaves soak in the steam. So I did another go at guacamole. I demashed the avocado, then I added black pepper, cayenne pepper, some white vinegar, and then I continued mashing it and added just a little bit of cooking cream. Reason being I didn't have mayonnaise, but mayonnaise was what was preferable, and a little bit of salt. I think this one tastes really good. It's getting close to that restaurant nice tasting guacamole. I'll keep tracking the recipe or the ingredients until I really get it right. If you'd like to try it, can you let me know how it turns out? Thank you. So I'm done with this githeri recipe. So what I'll show you is how I serve it and how we enjoyed it alongside our guacamole. Thank you so much for staying up to this point, and see you on my next video. If you haven't watched another video on this channel, kindly do so. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.